Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to fucking fall asleep during this episode.
Oh, shit. This might be a brief one, people.
This is going to be like a 20-minute episode today because I am kind of not with it. I'm just kidding. Greetings, programs. Get your ass in here. Welcome to another episode of Property Podcasting, known as Geeks From Apt Podcast. We are recording from a Property studio somewhere deep in the heart of Rock City, New York. I am Alan One, your geek with a voice. That is my brother, Brother C. What's going on, brother?
It's me. It's Brother C. Lifting these weights, getting these calf muscles popping. Leg day, Tuesday, leg day. Squatting.
Well, I tell you what he wasn't doing. Winning a Fortnite, winning the Fortnite tournament. Not winning $3 million in a Fortnite tournament.
Fuck? When was this?
This past weekend, dude. You don't know that for real?
No. I don't follow Fortnite.
To a 16-year-old Pennsylvania kid who won $3 million.
Playing the Fortnite.
Not only playing Fortnite, winning the Fortnite World Cup.
Oh, good for him.
You know what that means?
His parents are going to take that and use it on blow and hookers. He's going to get like $50K for a college fund. He's only going to go to community college, and that's it. You peaked. You peaked at 16.
All right, well, hey, listen. No matter how this works, he still won.
Yeah, he did.
$3 million.
That's bugged out. I mean, Fortnite is one of those immensely popular games where you can't, spit in the wind and not hit something that's related to Fortnite. It's just not my bag. I tried, not Fortnite. I tried Apex. I tried PUBG. It's just not. It's like the minute-to-minute shit is boring as fuck. It's like, dude, it's like playing 90 minutes of Gathering in The Last of Us for a 2-minute fight. And that's just not fun in a first-person shooter.
$3 million, so.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do the attempt for $3 million, but
that's the problem. See, is that we should have been playing Fortnite a long time ago. If you had told me like, oh, if you get really good, you can win $3 million playing Fortnite, I'd be like, pfft.
I mean, it's still the date. I think like StarCraft has the highest payout. Either that or like League of Legends.
Oh no, because Fortnite altogether was $30 million altogether.
Yeah.
So how much was StarCraft?
StarCraft hit. You said it was $30 million
altogether for whoever was the best at it. Never mind the guy who won it.
Yeah. It
was whoever else played it and got good at this game. It was $30 million altogether.
So for wait. So the winner won $3 million.
Right.
And so top 30 got paid? Because you said it was $30 million altogether.
I'm just assuming as much.
No.
But that's still the biggest payout.
Mm-hmm.
That's still the biggest payout that I know of in tournament history. $3 million for one game for whoever won it.
I still
nobody. Justin Wong didn't get that in Evo.
No, that's fighting. Fighting games is poverty. Fighting games is
okay.
us.
So what?
But I'm talking about like
nobody in Madden got that.
No, Madden is also still rather. Oddly enough, it's poverty, even though they got the fucking NFL backing it and EA.
Well, my point.
But no, what I'm saying is this: is that I think StarCraft, which is also a solo game, had like a $10 million pop. Or League of Legends, which is a team game, had $5 million payout to all 5 players. I believe that is the case.
Okay, whatever. But still,
$3 million. It's a lot. It's a fucking fuck ton.
$3 million for a free-to-play game. Playing Fortnite.
Yeah,
we are fucking up. I will say this: I've never been that good at a game that I felt my skills were good enough to be like, I can win $3 million in this game. Not Madden. Not NHL 95, not NBA Jam, not Tekken, not Soul Calibur, anything.
my thing is this.
Not even Tetris.
It's like, And I think there's a Tetris tournament coming up too.
Oh, sure. And guess what?
For that
I'm
Tetris
not winning
99
$3 million playing that shit.
But my thing is this: it's one of those games where I don't want to say it's a toss up, but it's one of those things where I really think once you like run the numbers, unless this kid is like a top player consistently, it could have gone to 100 other people.
Mm-hmm.
Of which, I mean, like I said, I'm not shitting on the kid's skill. I'm sure he's fantastic. But
obviously, if you won $3 million at Fortnite.
But it's not. It's like I take fighting games to be my like staple thing compared to like CS:GO, right? Which is also very like it's from what I hear the pinnacle of shooters in terms of like skill necessary to win, and it's just one of those things where it's like when you have to like really play against 100 other people, a stray bullet could have taken this kid out, and it'd be the other person winning. So
sure.
that's the only thing. There's like so many factors in that one game where it's like with that many people winning, I'm not saying it's a lottery, but it's harder to be that like standout.
Okay. Let me say something.
Yeah.
If we were doing T-shirts,
Yeah.
that would be the first T-shirt.
What?
It's one of those things where it's like that's your go-to phrase.
What? It's one of those things
where it's like, and I would do it as a T-shirt. I would.
It's one of those things where it's
I would sell it on T Republic, and we would be getting
$25.
$25. But guess what?
Yep.
I like to think that some chubby, nerdy chick. What are we wearing a shirt right now? Cut and the fucking neck.
Oh, deep cut.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
So you can see the titties.
Nice
And I'd be like, what? Anyways, let's take care of some business before we get into anything else.
Yes.
We are on YouTube, so like, share, subscribe. Figure pop that bell so that you're notified of all new episodes. I am on email at luckymerciless1@gmail.com, and we are on Twitter at Geeks From Apt. Now, I have a question for you.
Yes, question away.
Since we're talking about the Fortnite tournament.
Uh-huh.
Do you feel that esports is a sport?
Okay. So,
is it a sport or not really?
I'll say this. It's as much of a sport, not here, because we have way more, like, dominating things to watch.
Right.
Like we have...
But in general.
But in general, yes. It's actually classified as a mental sport in, like, other countries, especially, like, Asia, where you can go to school and get scholarships for esports. They're trying to do stuff like that here, but it's kind of starting out like intramurals in colleges and college leagues and stuff like that. There's science behind it. They do like twitch testing and muscle physics, and
Yeah.
there's like cognitive tests, like situational awareness tests. How many things can you focus on? And I mean, there is a strain mentally to enter in these tournaments, because these tournaments are not short. They are like 16 to 18-hour days where you're sitting there doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and you have to be able to do it consistently. Now, the real hard sell is whether or not there is entertainment value in it being a sport, in esports. There is and there ain't. Where it's like I said, in the U.S., we have so many sports that people aspire to be in. We have basketball, baseball, football, and those are the top three, right? Right. Now, no one really says, I want to be a pro fighting game player, or I want to be a pro StarCraft player when I grow up, when they're kids. You know, their parents don't say, I'm grooming my kid to be to have the fastest actions per minute by making them do like Mavis Beacon typing tutor or some shit like that, right? That's an old one for you old folks out there. It's still, you want to gravitate your kids towards the physical activities because those are the things that pay dividends the fastest, right? Your kid out of high school gets drafted into the NBA. Wow, look at my kid. He's making millions. You have to try, and you really have to invest a lot of yourself into doing, like, esports, and it may never pay out. You may always make top 16 and only make enough money for your trip there and a little pocket change. And that's the thing. It's not lucrative enough yet where people can say, I want to do this. Once it becomes that, then yeah. Then you can say it's more of a sport that people can invest in. It's just at this point in time, not going to happen. Now, I bring up overseas for a big thing because Korea is the mecca of esports. It's like you would think Japan is. No, Korea. While we have Minesweeper and fucking Solitaire on our computers, yeah, bring it up. Vast episode. While we have those built into our computers, they have fucking StarCraft.
Yeah.
And they have PC clubs, like stores where you go in and that's your arcade. So it's like you can go in and use your computer for business or you rent computer time. Most people go in there, they use that time to play StarCraft or Overwatch or whatever, what have you. When you look, a good example is you look at the Overwatch team from Boston. Mm-hmm. Half of them are Korean. They're not from Boston. They outsourced. They wanted the best players, like they often do. They gotta buy the best team, and they bought just any talent that they could from overseas.
Man, I like to say that Robert Kraft bought some Korean women to give him a happy ending, and that massage parlor in Miami.
Look,
that he got fucking busted at.
Look,
what?
I look. I don't begrudge anybody from buying it. It's just they're legal avenues. Just why'd you go? If you bought it out of convenience because you were there, then have your like your minder, your secretary bring them to you.
Yeah.
There's no reason for you to be there personally and involve yourself in a sting.
Yeah.
That was just dumb. I'm rich shit.
No.
But yeah, it's like here, no. Over there, yeah, you can say, yo, I'm going to be the best Tekken player. And then you'll get signed by a company. They'll pay for all your travel expenses. And you get to enter in tournaments as a representative. Here, I mean, we had Echo Fox that Rick Fox, he built up.
Yeah.
And that was I'm not sure if they're still a team, but that was a huge team of tournament players. All of them, multiple EVO winning champions. Speaking of which, EVO is this weekend. All them EVO champions, he paid for, their travel fees, and all they had to do was say, hey, we're the best team. That's it.
Is it this weekend?
It's this weekend.
It starts Friday?
Starts Friday,
okay.
Yep.
So I know you're really, really looking forward to the WrestleMania of fighting games.
The thing about it is this, and which actually makes me happy, is that I don't have to watch a damn thing on Sunday, except for Tekken. All the games that I care about, they're doing their top 8s and finals on Saturday and Saturday night. Sunday, I might stay up for Tekken.
It is like your SummerSlam.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like you do it for the announcements because all the big fighting game announcements are now made at EVO. Mm-hmm. Other than that, it used to be I would stay up, and they're on West Coast time, so tournament ends at midnight there. I'd be up at 3 a.m. knowing I got to go to work the next day and be up at 5. So I'd be there, bloodshot eyes coming into work. What's up? Yeah, Evo Day. It's like, I'm not going to explain it to you. No point.
Yeah. I'm going to say, on my end,
mm-hmm.
I feel like esports are partly sports.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that, if you look at athletic sports,
yes,
there's still a bit of strategy to them.
Oh,
and you're a
yeah.
football player, you still have to practice.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And you still have to look at game day footage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? If I'm an Evo and I'm a second player,
Mm-hmm.
I have to look at other Tekken players
Yep.
and see what they're doing.
You gotta look at frame data. You gotta have
Exactly.
matchup knowledge. And all of that's there. Yeah.
It's a little bit more skill than, say, bowling, because you really can't do that. Bowling is just like, you're either good at bowling or you're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Right. You can't look at game day footage of bowling
No,
and
it's
be like,
either you.
oh, this dude has this fucking wrist thing on, and that's why he's winning.
Because it's see the thing about bowling, and it's why
Well, not even that, but like NASCAR. You're just good at driving or you're not. Right?
see the thing about NASCAR is like there is like there's track knowledge, and it's not just going straight and turning. And I'm not like a NASCAR head. I know there are there are some strategies when it's like I think they're like team races, but other than that, it's like all you see are cars going in a circle for 400 laps. So
Right.
that it's hard to pinpoint where the strategy is. Oh, they take a pit now, but they don't take a pit later.
Yeah.
Whatever, what have you. So that's one of those things that's harder to parse out. It's not minute to minute like soccer, or it's soccer slow as fuck. But it's not minute to minute like football or basketball.
With soccer, there's still a bit of strategy there.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's no strategy.
Game day footage.
I'm just saying it's just one of those things where it's the minute to minute action kind of, well, I'm looking at things as an entertainment value, right? Because that's all sports really are. I mean, yeah, there's, whatever, you're the best for your hometown, you bring home the championship, but at the end of the day, it's all entertainment for people to watch. It's like if people were playing sports and no one was watching, they wouldn't be as lucrative as it is.
Yeah.
But go ahead, continue your point with.
I didn't have too much of a point.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like I do feel like esports has a bit of sports in it because you have to know strategies, just like football or baseball or a lot of other sports. It's not the most athletic thing. I will say that because you're just sitting there.
Yeah, but
you're not being physical, but there is a bit of strategy.
That's why it's considered a mental sport, like chess. Chess is considered a sport.
Right.
And there are rankings and stuff like that. It's considered a mental sport. That's really the only way you could, categorize it. If there was competitive tic-tac-toe, then you would figure out all the strategies involved in tic-tac-toe. You'd have a ranking system, and that would be it.
If this was the '80s, there'd be a chicken that was that was really good at fucking tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Because that's incredible. I remember that as a kid. Well, that being said, congratulations to the dude. I think it was from Philly.
Yeah.
He's from Philly. Fuck Philly. But a 13-year-old kid from Philly won the Fortnite tournament.
Congratulations.
For $3 million. He was actually on the Today Show today.
Yeah. Like I said, that's cool.
It is very cool.
He didn't do stupid Fortnite dances while he was on it.
No, he did not.
Thank
but I was
God.
just like, we should have known about this ahead of time. I'd be like, yo, we need to get good at Fortnite.
No, because like I
said,
for
$3 million.
Look, I'll put it this way. The time it takes for you to get good at Fortnite, you would not enjoy Fortnite.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like it stops being fun when it's a job. And if your goal is to win the $3 million, then no, you don't want to put in that much work.
If I had a girlfriend, she would kill me.
Yeah, you come home from work.
What are you doing?
Okay,
you got no time for me. You got no time for Fortnite.
I gotta lab up this Fortnite for this tournament. You're not even gonna win. The fuck you doing?
But if I did win, she'd be like, "Oh my god, you won $3 million in Fortnite."
We won $3 million. Oh my god,
we won that. We won that. No, chick, we didn't win shit. I won $3 million. You was on the other side, be like, yo, why you not looking at my clit instead of playing fucking Fortnite?
Pushing these buttons. But yeah, it's like I said, I play with your joystick. There you go. Yeah,
Oh no,
the
no, there's no
analogy has
joystick playing.
the analogy has to go full circle.
Alright.
But it's like I said, it's one of those things
You
where
play Yards Revenge with my dick.
where you have to, like, if I wanted to like seriously go to Evo and not be a pop monster, which is a person who enters in a tournament knowing that they're not going to win, they're just contributing money to the pot to be.
Which is just dumb.
Yeah, which is, I mean, if you don't enter with the idea of winning, go fuck yourself.
Right.
But also the amount of time and practice and dedication you have to put into it, it's astronomical, because you can't just, like, you can train playing online. It's suboptimal, and you'll probably get blown up if Evo is your first tournament, because you're used to online atmosphere, which is one, anonymity. Hey, I said it right the first time around. I'm not gonna say it again, because you play different when you don't have to look at the person next to you. And if they're physically imposing and they look like these old 90s arcade dudes that will rob you of your arcade money if they lost in Street Fighter, then you don't have that feeling. There's not a crowd of people behind you, thousands of people cheering or booing you while you're there. It's a whole different mindset when you're sitting at home, you're comfortable, you got your bag of Doritos or your Mountain Dew and your sippy, and you're in your headset saying all sorts of obscenities to the person, knowing that they can't touch you.
Right.
But the another thing about Evo and the fighting game community is that it's very small when it comes to competitors. So a lot of people know each other, and a lot of people train or play with each other, and it's hard to get good when people know your habits, and it stops being, I'm playing this game to beat this character, I'm playing the game and I'm playing against you as a person. These are your flaws. I'm going to try to exploit those flaws. A really famous clip from, I believe it was like maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Actually, it may have been longer. It's when Street Fighter 4 was still a big game.
Yeah.
Right? Two competitors, like number 1 and number 2 in the world. They're on the world stage, whatever. They're playing against each other, and they get down to the last fight, last character pick, and this decides the tournament. One of the guys picks the weakest character that no one uses because they're garbage, right?
Yeah.
And so this guy says, why? Everybody in the crowd, the commentators, everybody's like, why is he picking the worst, arguably the worst character in this game?
Yeah.
Why is he, even making this gambit? He's making the gambit because he knows that no one else knows how to fight this guy. So if I make such a bold move, the other person has no choice but to play a completely reactionary game to what I'm doing. I dictate the pace. I dictate exactly what my opponent can and can't do because I know this character and no one else does.
Right.
So it becomes that even bigger playing the person and not playing the game. And that's just one of the like super highlights of it. But all in all, a lot of people just see, oh, you guys are playing a kid's game and y'all could be doing productive stuff like throwing a football or playing the basketball.
Hey, white cheddar popcorn.
Huh?
White cheddar popcorn.
White cheddar popcorn?
Yeah.
What about it?
You like it?
I'm alright about it.
Right.
You should eat it.
I don't like white cheddar.
You don't like white cheddar popcorn? What kind of heathen are you?
Or cookies at this point. It's just not something for me. Well, my point is with esports is that I've never been good at any game enough to be like, I'm confident in my skills that I can win money at this.
Mm-hmm.
Not Madden. not 2K,
Mm-hmm.
not Tekken, not Soul Calibur, not even Call of Duty. If I ever been like, I'm really good at this game, I can win money at it. So shout out to people that feel like they're good enough at those games. Like, I can win money at this.
You know what I think it is? I think it's more.
I just never had enough time.
I think
No, it's not even that. It's just like when a lot of these games first came out, there weren't tournaments like that. Not here, anyways.
No,
Not in Iraq.
No,
Where,
definitely not in Iraq.
Yeah, definitely not in Iraq where you can be like, I'm gonna go to this tournament. I'm gonna put money in this pot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna walk away with all this money. It's never worked that way.
And see, the biggest thing about it is the fact that it's always been a New York, like, it's always been big in New York.
Yeah.
Since we had Chinatown Fair and, other just dives where you would have things called locals. Every week somebody comes in, they set up a tournament, and you play for money, essentially, every week. And so I know in New York City there's Next Level Arcade. They stream their tournaments, and I think they're weekly tournaments for the big games. Everybody comes in. It's usually the same people come in and win the tournament, so they come in and win money. But every now and again, you get a person from the West Coast that comes in and they stunt and show off and whatnot, what have you. But if you have, like, that type of area here, where it's like, yo, every Tuesday, come in here, pay $5, play this game, and if you win, you go home with 100. You would definitely do it, even if you didn't think you could win at first. But you would go in there and you would get better, and then you would all of a sudden, because you,
yeah, if I won that shit, that's definitely going on a hooker.
Yeah, even then, it's still, you could be that guy. You could be like, oh man,
Would you do that chicken first? Man, I spent it on some street meat.
Here comes Alan One, ready to. Oh man, he has somebody on his arm. He's definitely looking to go home with the pot tonight.
Daddy's looking to get his dick sucked. So I'm just trying to really win this Tekken tournament tonight.
And that's the thing. A lot of people like supplement their jobs by entering these tournaments every week.
Yeah, there's some dude in my job that I'm surprised he was in this tournament because he made some money playing Fortnite. So you would think that, I'm taking a weekend off.
Yeah, take a weekend off and just
I'm trying to win $3 million, so I don't have to do this job anymore. Because if I was that good, I would have done it. I'm like,
okay, so Evo has always been one of those things I wanted to go to, right?
Sure.
First of all, it's in Las Vegas, and F that place right now, because they're in the middle of biblical
grasshopper fucking invasion.
Invasion. And apparently that happens like rather often. But
it's
this
in
one,
Book of Revelations, people.
Yeah. But this one, it shows up on their weather system.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, F that. But first of all, it's all the way out in Vegas, and I'm not spending the money to fly out to Vegas just to enter. If
you had the money, you would.
If I had the money, yeah, I would.
If you was good at Fortnite, you would have bought it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But here's the thing: neither one of us ever played Fortnite, so we're not that good at it. But
we don't have the disposable income to just say I'm going. Now,
speak for yourself, because I don't have kids, so I would have, but I don't play Fortnite that way, doing whatever. But had I known, if I had foresight, 2020 vision, to know that, hey, one day you can win $3 million for playing Fortnite in a tournament, I'd be like, nigga, I need to get good. I need to get good.
Wow.
$3 million? Yeah, great. I would go in my day job the next day and be like, "Go fuck yourself." I got $3 million just by playing a fucking video game. So I'm good. I'm out of here. Hey, chica, I'm trying to holler at you. I got $3 million.
Make it rain.
I can make it. Not drizzle. I can make it fucking thunderstorm right now. Clack, 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 clack. Oh man. But again, congratulations to the 13-year-old from Pennsylvania, who won $3 million playing Fortnite. That is very impressive.
He's gonna.
It's just another example of somebody taking the time to say you can do that.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, like I always heard you can't make money playing video games.
Oh yeah, heard
And
that
guess what? Somebody made $3 million
Yeah.
playing a video game.
But okay, look at it.
But it took somebody. It took somebody that was way smarter than me to come along and say, why can't we make money?
But you know what the funny thing is that okay, if you look at people who stream, right? Like the kid won $3 million, right? But look at someone like Ninja, who's earned more than that by just turning on his computer, turning on his camera, and I'm playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
Don't you want to watch me? Or it's like I know it's funny because it's like I delve into the different aspects of the tournament scene where like commentators who don't even play, their job is I go to this event, I go to that event. I get paid to sit here and talk about what's going on the screen.
Right.
You got people who are like judges that help run pools. Those guys are going to start getting paid. And it's like, it's slowly but surely becoming more of a organized thing from way back in the day when it was just a guy with a pen and paper and a stopwatch saying, okay, did you show up? Nope, you're disqualified. Get out of here. And it's just one of those things where it's like, as more companies start looking at it, because Geico has their own tournament, they have the E-League.
I would have called it the Caveman Invitational. But that just continue.
Yeah, that's fun. But I don't think they haven't used the caveman in years.
So.
Yeah. But, yeah, Geico has it. I know there's another big company that does, like, huge sponsorships. But I can't remember at the moment. But, yeah, it's like...
once again, you're still fucking up. You're not getting this esports money.
You're not getting this esport guap.
And we're not getting that at all, see? And that's the problem. So, moving forward. Well, see, what bullshit do you have time for this week?
I have not really. I mean, I have
Once
not
again,
really.
another week where I have to set it off.
It's mostly been like work related stuff. It's like my schedule has been real tight.
Still.
Hey man, it's
I see you playing some silly ass game on PlayStation.
What, Slay the Spire?
Yeah, you're playing it.
Yeah, it's
like the only time. There's the only bullshit you have time for.
Yeah, because it's one of those quick dirty games where it's like I start it, if I don't finish it, it saves, whatever. It's like imagine. I'm not gonna describe the game because it's go YouTube it. But in essence, imagine if you're playing like Contra and you're like, shit, gotta go to bed, fuck it, turn it off. You turn it back on, you're right where you left off.
That would have been cool back in the day.
Yeah, you still need a Konami code.
No, you just probably, but still,
it'd be cool if it did not have to start all the way from the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
But it's like I've been playing fighting games, and they're helping a few people train that I know are going to Evo, so I've been clocking in some hours with them. But it's basically.
Wait, you're training some people going to Evo?
Yeah, one of my friends.
If they win, are they gonna put you in the cut?
No, I mean I'm not gonna get any salary dues. Because it's just you're here. You want to throw down on some sets? Yeah, I know you're going to Evo, so
okay,
we'll throw down on some
that's
sets.
even worse. If I know you're going to Evo and I think you're good enough, I'm like,
I don't think he's good enough to win. I honestly don't think he's good.
What if they do? What if they do? What if they're the Cinderella story? I know.
All right. Well, you know what?
And they win.
There's one guy that I know that I actually used to train with, but I fell off the game, and I know he was like getting top 8, and he got he got second in like the last 3 tournaments, and the thing is that it's like one of those things where he's like, I decided I'm gonna get serious. I'm gonna start going to locals, and I'm gonna start traveling to these tournaments. He has no family whatsoever that I know of, so this is a pure solo endeavor. And when you don't have anything to really tie you down but work and your immediate apartment, you can do shit like that. You can
Where's my cut? Fuck
no,
out of here.
nah. Because at the end of the day, I know. Because at the end of the day, I'm not sitting there playing the game for him. He's winning and losing by his own accord.
Okay, but if he wins and you're a part of that, I want my fucking cut.
Because I don't
I'm
necessarily.
by with to bring Heenan.
No,
If there's me and you,
yeah,
and I'm training you.
like
I'm Paul Heyman. I'm Bobby Heenan. I'm about to establish Jimmy Hart. I want my fucking cut.
Okay.
I'll only take 5%.
So let me put it this way:
5%.
if let's say me, okay, a good example are these two brothers who trained each other in a game, and they respectively got first and second place in the tournament, right? So at that point, they got kind of in trouble because they started dicking around in the grand finals because they already knew they got first and second place. But in that case,
well, that's different.
Yeah, that's different.
Because
if you're sitting here,
I'm not playing the game. I'm not in the tournament.
No,
I'm your manager.
Okay, then no, I wouldn't have a manager.
Heyman.
No, because
and I want 5%.
No, then no one needs a manager. That's the
Yes,
thing.
You do.
No, you don't.
That's the thing that's missing for esports.
No.
They need somebody. Listen, let's say that's me and you.
Okay.
You're Brock Lesnar. I'm Paul Heyman. I'm out there. I'm your hype man. Like, ladies and gentlemen.
That's what sponsors are for.
My name is Alan One. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
But still, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alan One. And I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed Evo Tekken champion, Brothers C.
That would.
And I want my 5%.
That would be a thing.
I want my 5% for that.
At CEO.
I don't care. I don't care where we're doing this at.
Where we
CEO. EOC,
DOD,
Evo,
Trash Day,
Trash Day, DID. I don't care. Summer Jam, Winter Brawl. I don't care. I'm your advocate. I'm your manager. I want managers to get 10%. I want 5%. Just to be out there.
Okay. Other than being a hype man, what are you doing?
I'm encouraging you. I'm doing. I am playing. I am playing practice with you.
Yes.
To make sure you're okay. I'm the one that's like, hey, listen, this dude over here, I got his fight tapes. You need to watch this shit. I'm making sure that my 5% is guaranteed.
Okay, so
yeah.
You would have to have.
I'm putting in the work.
So if you, let's say you were to be my manager,
yes,
playing some archers, these would have to be your responsibilities.
Sure.
You'd have to review my fight tapes.
Yes.
You'd have to review all of my bad habits.
Yes.
You'd have to be able to play matches with me.
Yes.
On a competitive level.
Sure.
That's the problem.
Not even a competitive level, but I'm like, it's not a competitive level. You just need to know what you're doing.
No, it
doesn't matter what I do.
It has to be on a competitive level.
You just need to know your combos. No. You just need to know your combos, and that's all you need to know. I'm the one that provides game day footage for you. I'm like the coach. I'm not going to go out there. I'm not your wide receiver.
No, you have
to coach.
You have to sit there. You have to have all the frame data apps. And you gotta be like, yo, that's punishable. You gotta punish that.
Right,
you gotta be the corner man.
But I don't need
in boxing.
I don't need to be that good. I just need to know the fundamentals so that you understand.
Yeah, you have to take care of all the technical data.
That's why I'm only asking for 5%.
So if you were to do all of that, yes, I would have
Exactly.
You have to sit there and you have to be like, yo.
I want enough when you win to go on fucking back pages, get a fat chick, and fuck her for the night, and that's it.
Don't worry. If you were my manager,
the next day,
you wouldn't have to pay
when I'm hung over and and my balls are completely drained, we're going back in the lab.
Yes. Gorgeous Brother C will bring all the fresh meat that you can eat to you.
Oh man.
Yes.
But you had no time for the bullshit.
No, it's like I did not. I've been reading a lot of comics.
So what? We'll get into that in a minute.
I went back to a lot of Avatar Press stuff. I actually sat down and started like cataloging all the stuff I read on a daily basis because I was losing track of a ton of shit. Like I fell off.
What, you trying to learn to do decimal system?
No, it's just like okay, so
it's not really a thing anymore.
For
the internet came along and fucked that up.
So for a lot of like mangas that I read, right?
Mm-hmm.
I go to a site. I would say, okay, let me browse through the list of recently updated stuff and be like, oh, I read that. Let me read that next chapter. Oh, I read that. It's like, shit, I read that. How many chapters did I miss? So I decided to find a site that has a library system so that when I log in, it will show me everything that I already read, and it will highlight the stuff that I didn't read. So I ended up cataloging maybe 40 comics that I read there. Then I went back and I was like, okay, what are the American things I read that some finished, some I didn't even know were still going, like Pharaohs, Uber, East of West, stuff like that. Uber is a weird...
Like Stuber?
No. It's like, imagine if...
What I talked about last week?
Yes. But imagine if Nazis had Captain America serum and they just made super Nazis, and then all the other powers had to catch up.
Oh, I see. He's a Ubermensch.
Yes.
Right.
And so they end up making an art, like they end up having different grades of Ubermensch, where like the highest is like the Panzers, and they have like, they're kind of just like mutants. But then you have the lower grade ones that are like Captain America. And then you
Captain
have...
American Mensch?
Yes.
Nice.
And then so basically what happens is that English scientists steals the formula, so now England can make theirs. But they keep fucking it up. Okay. So they make like this weird giantess that can only throw punches and has to use a wheelchair because she's super huge and can't move.
And that's why I don't read anything about Avatar Press, because it sounds silly.
It is silly. It's silly as fuck.
It's goofy.
Pharaohs is a good one.
And it sounds goofy.
It's about werewolves. I like werewolves better than fucking glowy vampires. Fuck those sparkle
Yeah,
folks.
okay, but it's from Avatar Press. Again.
Yeah. I like Avatar Press.
Yeah, that's your go-to, like, Image is my go-to.
I really need to start reading Image more because they did East of West.
They did a lot of stuff.
They do a lot of...
East of West. They did Southern Bastards. They did
Southern Bastards.
Saga.
Yeah, I mean, I read all those too.
We'll get that back to that in a minute.
All right, well, I'll wrap that up with, I got back to a lot of reading. I actually got back into a bunch of podcasts I forgot about. I started listening back to The Bonfire. I forgot that.
I have not listened to Bonfire in quite some time.
That was the thing. It's like, I was like, let me listen to The Bonfire. And I just went back like last week, and they are still going strong.
When is Dan Soder coming up here? Is he supposed to be coming up here, or did he already come up here?
I think he came up here. Wait, no. Because I think he's coming up here at the end of the summer.
Okay.
Because that's definitely a show I want to see. It's at the local comedy.
I do want to see Dan Soder.
And so
I can look up wrestling shirt.
I can look up the date.
Dan Soder is a big time wrestling fan.
Huge ass mark.
Yeah. So am I.
You a mark ass bitch.
I'm just a mark. I'm not a mark ass bitch. Okay.
Mark ass buster.
I'm not a mark ass mark. Okay. On my end.
Yes, on your end.
I saw on Saturday.
Yeah.
I was going through Netflix and I said, okay, I'm going to watch one or two movies. I'm going to see a movie that I haven't seen in over 5 years. I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it in a very long time. Or something I've never seen before, and it was old.
Uh-huh.
So, looking through it, and I stopped at something.
What?
I finally got around to watching Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. First time ever.
Wow, really?
It took me 30 years to watch this movie the whole way through.
So how'd you like it?
Okay. I went into this movie knowing three things.
Yes.
One, it was about Indiana Jones going after the Holy Grail.
Yes.
Two, his dad was in it. Three, that they talked about young Indiana Jones in the beginning.
Okay.
All I knew of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know it was a prequel which proof positive that even in 1989
Yeah.
they did prequels. Here's the thing: it's not as goofy as fucking Crystal Skull,
Oh God, yeah, that horseshit.
but it's still goofy. Like the motorcycle chase, that was goofy.
Yeah.
How Indiana Jones' dad took down the plane was goofy as
How
fuck.
did he do that? I don't remember that movie. I haven't seen that movie
It
in
was
ages.
birds. They took it down with a bunch of birds. I was like, what?
Okay.
This is dumb. Here's the other thing. And it would have went completely over my head in 1989 as a 13-year-old kid. But not as a 43-year-old kid.
No.
Indiana Jones' dad are Eskimo brothers. Because they fucked the same girl in that movie.
Really?
No, they fucked the same girl in that movie.
Huh.
They fucked the bad guy.
Huh.
Yeah. Now, to the kids like you would have known that. It'd be like, okay. It would have flew past your head.
Yeah.
Not as a 43-year-old man. I was like, oh, you fucked the same girl? I would not have been cool with that.
Are you
And
even
my
Eiffel
dad,
Tower?
no, that's bullshit. I can see why that movie is highly regarded as one of the better Indiana Jones movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I think it goes Raiders of the Lost Ark, Last Crusade, Temple of Doom,
Mm-hmm.
and then Crystal Skull.
Yeah, Crystal Skull is hard garbage.
The other thing is that I know they did Young Indiana Jones as a TV show.
Yeah.
But I think you can get away with now, because it's been so long, to do a Young Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's not outside the realm of
Because
possibility.
I did like that part of the movie where it's like, oh, this is how he gets the fedora. This is why he's scared of snakes. This is how you get the scar on his chin.
Yeah.
It's all in like the first 20 minutes of this movie.
So yeah, you want Solo, but Indiana Jones.
That's the other thing. We'll get in a minute. But I did like Last Crusade.
Okay.
I'm glad to say now that I have completely closed that circle on Indiana Jones movies.
So I have a question. What was the other option if you did pick Indiana Jones?
There was Fifth Element.
Oh, okay.
There was a lot of things on Netflix these days. So I was like, I watch this. Con Air.
Oh man, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of movies. If I didn't see Poltergeist like last year, I would have watched that because Poltergeist is on Netflix. But to your point, last night I did watch Solo again.
Oh, did you?
That was the other revisit.
I watched that in Spanish recently.
I did not. I did not see that in Spanish. Once again, it's a movie that you and I saw when it came out last year.
Oh yeah. Oh,
and we both was like, it was okay, but it was unnecessary. And I still feel that way.
Yeah.
I still feel like this movie was very unnecessary. However, I did like Charles Gambino, a.k.a. Donald Glover, as Lando.
Yeah, he made...
To the point where I would have rather saw
a Lando movie.
Yeah.
That was... See, the thing about it is this. The reason Solo was stupid and unnecessary is because it was a movie that told the stories that didn't need to be told.
Well, not only that, but you know, at least three out of all these characters
are
will
going
survive.
alive. Yeah, there's no suspense.
Because without Chewie, Lando, and Han, there's no Star Wars going forward.
No. See, what I would have preferred is if they did a Lando story after, like it wasn't a prequel.
Well, okay, that's fine, but again, you know what's going to happen. And we're getting that with the Rise of Skywalker, because we know that Billy D is coming back as Lando.
Really?
For that movie, yeah. It's in the trailer. I'm not spoiling that for anyone.
No,
it's in the trailer.
I don't remember.
He takes over the Millennium Falcon.
Does he have a bottle of Colt 45? Works every time.
Works every time. When I'm on Tatooine, I'm trying to try out these Dutch bitches. I always have a 40 ounce of Coke
45 to keep my mouth from getting too parched. When you got these Tuscan Raiders trying to steal your only beverage, guess what? You can use the bottle as a weapon. Just crack it over a rock.
Scum Cantina in Tatooine. Only order one thing. A cup of Coke 45. Well, listen to this jazz band play. I'm trying to go outside with one of these alien broads.
The one with the tentacle tube. Oh, fuck one of these blowholes.
Holy Lord. So that's all I have to say about that. Something that we didn't talk about last week, and I'm surprised we didn't talk about this, was how do you feel about the trailer for Witcher? Because you played Witcher.
Yes.
You played, I think, all the Witcher games, right?
No, just the third one, but
you're much more of a fan than I am.
Yes.
And so I'm very curious to know what you feel about the trailer for Witcher.
So the thing about The Witcher is that it's one of those shows that should play out like Star Trek, but it's not going to. Mm-hmm. I say it should play out like Star Trek because there really should not be any episodes that link to each other. It's about a guy that gets teleported places, fights monsters, goes on adventures, right? Yeah. It should be, oh, that time I slipped on a banana peel and ended up in this bar and got into a bar fight. That could be the whole episode.
So it's to be filmed.
Yeah. But the thing is that they're going to have some really long, drawn-out fantasy story, and that's really not the nature of the book series or the game. The game has a lot, like the whole game is pretty much side missions, but they're all very involved and they're very their own encompassing stories with arcs involved and whatnot. But the show, like I said, is probably going to have a very long story path, and it really should just play out like an episodic type thing with maybe like 3 episodes dedicated to a long story, so it'd be like a mini-series towards the end. I know there was a lot of flack for the way Siri looks, but I think they were trying to distance themselves from saying that it's linked to the game, because the problem that the company had was that they bought the rights to The Witcher from the author, right? The author did not believe in video games, so he said, just pay me out this lump sum,
right,
and you can go fuck yourself because you're never going to make money off of this.
And they're going.
They made money hand over fist.
That was that was. Oh, he took the Edward Norton deal.
Yes.
Where it's just
now,
like I'm only gonna do one Incredible Hulk movie.
Yes.
And you can fuck yourself. And I'm sure he's kicking himself now. Because he's like, fuck.
Now the thing about this author,
made $1 billion.
The thing about this author is that the game made hand over fist money, and the author goes back, and because of, I believe it's in Poland, because of Polish laws, he's able to say, no, I now want money based on how much I would have made if I took, what is it called? Instead of a lump sum, I took royalties, right? Based on sales. So the company said, okay, so we don't have to deal with like this weird ass Polish copyright laws to keep people from getting cheated from selling their properties, right? So they settled that out, and so when the show came about, they're like, we want it to be Witcher in name, and you'll see familiar characters, but we don't want it so linked to the book source material that this guy can claim that too.
Aww.
And that's pretty much how they dealt with that, which is interesting and funny because the same company is coming out with Cyberpunk 2077. Yes. And the creator of Cyberpunk has had his hands in the development process from day one. He is guiding it from beginning to end.
Yep,
everybody.
That Negro had his hands he had his angle and all over that pot of collard greens.
Alan
known
one.
as
If
what?
you go back, like if you take some time, because this is hilarious.
What?
There was this big stinking controversy, right, about how come all the gangs in here are like black people and this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And he's like, motherfucker, first of all, I'm black.
I'm Negro.
Second of all,
Asian
in the game, like, because it's a tabletop game, right? In the tabletop game, yeah, they're black and they're Haitians and there are other groups. You just saw a trailer that just so happened to feature this one group, which is led by a giant white woman called Sasquatch. So go fuck yourselves. Oh, yeah, and then people started calling him Uncle Tom because it's like, no, this is my property. And you're not going to say that these people from Poland are fucking racist because I've been working with them for months and I live in Poland to work with them, so go fuck yourself. It's one of those things where it's like he is so ingrained in the game that I think it's bulletproof from controversy now because you can't say it when the guy is black and he's making the game. So, and Keanu's in it. Keanu's wholesome as fuck.
See, you really gotta buy some better shorts.
Why? Got a hole in them?
No.
Looking at my balls?
Your fucking legs look like fucking ham hocks.
Except my legs look like ham hocks.
It's throwing me off.
Because they're so thick and meaty. You want to touch it? Go ahead, touch it.
No.
Touch it.
No.
Touch your leg.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Look at that.
Ever.
Yeah, they're not fat.
That's not gonna fucking
They're
happen.
not fat. Look at the thing.
Oh, why'd you pull your pant leg off? That's gross.
This is
gross.
good. This is good calf work right here.
This is going to be a
really working,
short episode.
Not really. We're almost at the hour mark. So.
It's going to be a short episode.
So take it away.
I did read some things over the week. Wait, why are you pulling your fucking short leg up? Are you trying to
hitchhike?
Yeah, exactly. like that, like bras in the fucking 30s. Yeah. You fucking ding dong. We have Uber now, idiot. Anyways, I did read some comics.
Okay.
I read the first issue of House of X by Jonathan Hickman, which is a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, you really need to read this book because it's a good X-Men book," and it really is. Because the premise of the story is that Professor X decides to create this island called Krakoa, where mutants can go and have amnesty and live. In exchange, they develop this plant, these orchids, that can be synthesized into drugs. In one of three different ways. I only remember two. One is that if you take a pill from this flower, you can extend your life for 5 years.
Okay.
The other plant, it will cure you of any mental illness. So if you have schizophrenia, dementia, depression, get this pill, boom, you are fucking cured. In exchange for these pills, they're like, Charles, like, we don't want to be bothered anymore. We don't want to be persecuted. We don't want to be.
Oh, so he creates this island and here to leave us the fuck alone.
Take these pills.
Yes.
And in that, there's a problem because there's a guy that's that's a representative of Pfizer Corporation, and let's say that tomorrow there's a pill that you can take, and you can add 5 years, and you can cure fucking any illness. Pfizer's fucked. Yeah. Pharmaceutical company is fucked because why would anybody buy anything from Pfizer when Professor X has these goddamn pills? The other thing is that the humans are like, well, what are you really doing? Are you setting up a land for yourselves? Or are you building an army?
That's always the argument. The argument in House of M.
And that's the thing. They reference House of M in this, and a couple other things. It's very interesting in the fact that, at least the first issue, is divided into chapters, and after every chapter, there's these graphs that explain what's going on. There's this corporation called Orchid that's through mutants, and it's cool because it's created by different sections of Marvel.
Okay.
So you have somebody from Shield, somebody from Sword, somebody from Strike, somebody from AIM, somebody from Hydra.
Really?
Yeah. Somebody
Okay.
from Apple.
Cool.
It's all these people that came together to form this one conglomerate called Portia.
Uh-huh.
The other interesting thing about this comic is that at this point, you don't know who's the good guy, who's the bad guy in this. Because Charles Xavier has always been about, I need to preserve these mutants.
Yes.
But even you have to ask yourself at some point, does even Charles is like, I've been through so much shit with these fucking humans. I don't want to do this anymore. I want my own shit. I want my own shit. Here's the other thing.
Uh-huh.
They talk about Omega mutants in this.
Oh, boy.
It was kind of referenced in, I think, X-Men 3.
Okay.
Where it's class 5 mutants.
Yes,
what it
yeah.
was. Omega mutants are the ultimate of the ultimate.
Like
so
your Dark Phoenixes,
your Jean Greys.
Your Jean Greys,
your Storms,
Frank
your
Richards.
Icemans. Where you have other mutants that's like, well, they can do some shit, but if you take those powers away from them, they're nothing.
Gambit is an Omega level mutant.
He's not. And not in this story, he's not.
Not?
No.
Really? They took that away from him. Huh?
It's Magneto,
of
Jean
course.
Grey, Legion.
Legion is he's always been one of my
He's
favorites.
Omega Mutant, Storm, Iceman, a couple other people.
He's called Proteus in the cartoon.
Okay. But the whole idea by Krakoa is that they're trying to find and cultivate these Omega Mutants for some reason.
Yes.
I will say this. I'm not a big fan of Marvel events because I always feel like I'm missing something. But
fair enough.
There's enough going on in House of X where I'm like, I'm very interested in seeing where this goes.
I can see where that would be really interesting because
it started out the same way that Secret Empire started out for me when Captain America was evil, and they're like, oh, this whole time he was part of Hydra.
Yeah.
Until you understand, it's like, this is why they have it. It's like, oh, there's not a heel turn. It really wasn't a heel turn.
You don't want them to shit the bed.
Yeah. Whereas
because this sounds like a really good story.
It's a good story so far, and it's Charles Xavier. It's Magneto.
It's like Cyclops a terrorist.
That's the thing, because in the first issue of this, he tracks down Mystique, Toad, and Sabretooth, right? And because they established this thing, the Fantastic Four find them.
Oh, okay.
And then a Cyclops comes along and says, listen, I'm taking these guys back. Taking these guys back to Krakoa, and they're going to have amnesty. And the Fantastic Four is like, they're bad guys. Why are you doing this? It's like, you know why we're doing this. Because they have a home now. So I'm going to take them back home.
Oh, he's going to make Hezbollah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's going to be the offshoot.
Yeah, it's enough of an intriguing storyline enough to be like, okay, I'm going to keep going with this.
Yeah.
The other thing that I read the same day was the history of Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't know who wrote it, but here's the premise. Reed Richards and Galactus is sitting in space, I assume, and Reed Richards is on his way out as dying.
Yeah.
And he tells Galactus, "Tell me what happened in the entire Marvel universe." So he does. Galactus sits there and tells him everything that happened in the Marvel universe. And I'm not talking about, well, back in 1930s, Stan Lee was born. And
the Living Tribunal came in.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh, that's cool. So
he sits there and tells the entire back history of Marvel.
Nice. That sounds fun as fuck.
Yeah, he explains how the Eternals were created. How the first Avengers were created. How the Hellfire Club was created. How how Thor was created, right? All this shit, and at the end of this first issue, anyways, he talks about how the Rawhide Kid and those westerns were created. And it ends with how Wolverine came to be. That's the end of the story. That's the end of that chapter. And I'm like, that's really cool.
That's cool.
I'm definitely on board.
It's cool to get a nice dirty refresher.
Yeah.
For
especially for somebody like me who only knows like a third of what happened with Marvel and not how everything came to be. Not how, say, Mr. Sinister came about, or how they even talk about. Remember in the first Thor movie when they the big giant fucking robot?
Yeah.
They talk about that.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In this comic, I was like,
that I would say that's a good read.
Yeah,
for
that's
any
very cool. I'm very much on board.
Marvel Cinematic Universe fan. For all those people who just didn't want to dip into the comic because it's really hard, and I understand it's very, very hard to just jump into Marvel comics.
It's very difficult
because you have inconsistent stories and you really don't have that one thread line that goes through because every few years they dump everything and start all over again.
Well, DC's the same way as well.
Yeah, I mean they are DC.
The only one that doesn't do that is Image.
Yeah, because
like,
they have like Savage Dragon 500.
Right, here's a story. Outside of some like say Spawn or Savage Dragon.
Yeah.
Saga, the starting point.
Well, Spawn began and ended. This Spawn that's out now is pretty much a reboot. So it's like if you wanted to go back and read Spawn, there's a definitive beginning and a definitive end.
Or go back and fucking just watch the HBO cartoon. That shit was dope.
Honestly, HBO cartoon only covers like I would say like 1/16. It covers like the very beginning.
It's better. It's better than the movie.
Oh yeah, with John Leguizamo. Oh god, yeah.
And Black Dynamite.
Yeah, we gotta find out when that other movie comes out too.
Yeah, that trailer came out last year, and then we still ain't got that shit yet.
But getting back to Spawn, like he becomes an angel and all sorts of other goofy shit.
Yeah, well, guess what? Just watch the cartoon because that's the beginning of everything, and that's all you really didn't know.
It's a good start.
Did you see
the trailer? In that cartoon. Wanda!
Did you see the trailer for Zombieland Part 2?
No, I didn't even know they were making that, but...
Oh, no, it's coming. It's coming this year. It's coming in November.
Okay.
And it's the same cast.
Bill Murray, too?
Bill Murray's in this one. Yeah. But it is Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg,
Man,
Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin.
None of them are plucky teenagers.
Oh, not anymore, no.
Not anymore.
No, and they do make a joke about that.
Oh, okay.
It's a sequel that I'm sure if you didn't know that you wouldn't ask for, but I knew this was coming because this has been in development for quite some time. Yeah. It just took 10 years for this. And if you're being honest, Walking Dead kind of took over everything. So why would you do a Zombieland Part 2 at this point?
So I've speaking of zombies, I've been hashing out stories for Zombinatrix.
Let's talk about this now because
okay.
It just may never happen.
Yeah, may never.
But I have an idea where it combines my idea with your idea.
Yes. Are we playing storyboard?
Yes, we're playing storyboard right now.
Let's play storyboard.
My idea is a black version of Supernatural.
All right.
But it involves some of your characters.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, we can do Zombinatrix. We can do Dead and Crab People. But it's in the same vein as Supernatural. But it's a black version of Supernatural.
Yeah, okay. That sounds like it could work. Yeah. This actually sounds like it could work very well.
Yeah.
So
it's basically like Buffy the Vampire Slayer,
but
with your
characters.
Yeah.
So when I was sitting down and I was like really thinking this out, and I was like writing down notes. Like this is just like on a napkin type deal in between in between serving my Asian crowd, right? So I was like, how do I want this to play out? Like, how do I want this character to play out? First, I always envisioned her as like a researcher, right? That did like BDSM shit on the side, and I was like, no. Why? Because that I was like that's too that's too much. I was like, I want this to be like stupidly easy and grounded. And what's stupidly easy and grounded? Chick that wants to spice up her sex life, right?
Well, not only that, but she can be the Mina Harker of this group.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
but you know what?
But-
This is a conversation we need to have off mic
Yeah, probably.
because I don't want anybody hearing this to be like,
They're stealing it.
and steal it and be like, that's a great idea.
That's a great idea.
Story.
So on that note, let's round up these box office numbers and the fuck out of here so we can workshop.
Yeah, because I have nothing else. This has been a very short week for me and for you.
Yes.
So let's get the. Oh, here's the other thing. Before we get out of here, you know what turns 40 this year? Star Trek: The Motion Picture, which is coming back to theaters.
Is it?
Which I'm just like, nah. I don't ever need to see Star Trek: The Motion Picture in a theater.
This is to make way for Picard.
Yeah, because the first one sucks, and you're really gonna have Stephen Crane.
Yeah.
In this movie, when you know what happened with him afterwards, he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're really gonna do this? All right, Paramount. But that's just me.
I'm thinking about the third one, the one with the whales.
That's four. That's part 4. Voyage Home. That's part 4, and I don't like that movie at all. That's one of the more highly regarded movies, but I don't like Voyage Home at all. I like part 2, part 3, part 6.
And all the new ones.
No. First Contact, and then all the new ones.
Yeah.
All right. So, without anything further to do, murder
to do.
That's the fucking title. Anything further to do. Anything further to talk about. Yeah. We're going to close it out with box office numbers. These are the top 10 highest grossing movies of this past weekend, as according to JoeBlaw.com. The number one movie in the country this week, no big surprise, is the number one movie for the last few weeks. Lion King.
Yep.
Made another $75.5 million, is up to $350.7 million. Let me do that again. $350.7 million domestically. So there you go.
Disney, it's like, why do you have theaters anymore? They're just mini Disney theme parks. They're like
competition with themselves.
Yeah, that sucks.
The number 2 movie, by a large margin, is a movie that I did not see. I will have a review of this movie at some point. The new Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
$40.3 million. That's how it opened. With $40.3 million.
Nice.
Good for a
Quentin.
Number 3 was Spider-Man: Far From Home. $12.2 million has already made $344.4 million domestically. There you go. Number 4 was Toy Story 4. It made $9.8 million, $395.6 million at the box office. Number 5 was Crawl. Yeah.
Goddamn Gator.
Oh man, it's such a great movie. You really need to see that. If we were not doing a podcast,
we'd be watching Crawl.
You'd have been seeing Crawl at this point. It made $4 million, $31.4 million altogether. Number 6 was Yesterday.
All my troubles seem so far away.
Not for this movie. It's not. There's no trouble with this movie. It made $3 million, $63.3 million.
63. Okay.
Yeah. Number 7 was Aladdin. Made $2.7 million, $345 million point 9 at the box office.
Well, it's gonna be
Number
great.
8 was Stuber. Fuck out of here.
Your favorite.
It was fine. It was fine. It made $1.6 million, $21.1 million at the box office. 9 was Annabelle Comes Home.
Why?
It must be interesting enough that they're still doing these. They're going to still do these fucking Conjuring.
This is interesting as an old school 8 fest.
Oh, wow. $1.5 million, $69.7 million. So you're going to get more of these Conjuring versions.
Yeah, you sure are.
And closing out the top 10 spot was The Farewell.
What?
I don't know what this movie was. It's about, but it made $1.5 million, $3.6 million. Now, next week, there's quite a few movies. There's a movie with Naomi Watts and Octavia Spencer from Ma. It's called Loose. Don't know what this movie's about. Have not seen the trailer for it. I don't want to know what it's about. It's not Loose like Loose. It's Luce.
Oh, loose.
Loose. Another movie called The Nightingale from the creator of the Babadook.
Oh boy. You ever seen the Babadook?
No, I have not.
Oh boy.
But
Yes.
big movie coming out this weekend is something that we both want to see, and not only that, but your significant other wants to see.
Hobbs and Shaw.
That's right, Hobbs and Shaw, the latest
I gotta set up the time to go see that.
The latest in the Fast and Furious franchise, the spinoff. There's only two ways this franchise can go. I was thinking about this, right?
Yep.
The next movie, because we know John Cena is in the next Fast and Furious movie.
Transformers versus.
That's one.
Yeah.
Or the next Fast and Furious movie is them versus all the bad guys. Has to be all WWE superstars.
That I could go.
You had to have Batista, Brock Lesnar, Seth Battle, Becky Lynch.
on what was the match that they had on the tractor trailer? Where they were on like the flatbed truck and they were wrestling.
See, I don't remember that at all. Because all these movies fucking just run together now.
No, it was a wrestling event where they like had a match.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
They had to have that match.
Uncensored 95.
Yes.
The blacktop brawl.
Yes.
Okay.
They have to have that.
Going there.
Where there are like 4 trucks.
Because where do you go for this franchise from here?
Okay, wait. We gotta think of what high grade military vehicle they have to steal, because they outran a
stealth plane. Stealth plane.
Is the stealth plane the next thing?
I think so.
Because they did a tank. They did a sub.
They fought a sub. They fought helicopters and airplanes.
You know what? They gotta fight.
I don't know his name.
They gotta fight Transformers.
And
have to.
And then Hobbs and Shaw in the trailer.
They have exosuits.
Pulls down a goddamn helicopter with his hand.
That is also true.
Yeah. Where do you go with this franchise after this?
You know what? We're gonna have like weird gyrospheres.
I can totally see The Rock giving a rock bomb to Megatron.
Yeah.
And the next one.
People's elbow.
The people's elbow. Yeah. And then at the end, walking away from the explosion with the people's eyebrow off.
Yeah. Not looking.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or so they're fighting the Transformers, right? And they're in their cars. They're like, there's no way we can do this. But there is a way. Form fucking Voltron out of these goddamn cars. And now form the head.
And just fighting a giant Miz.
Yeah. Miztron.
What else do you go with this goddamn franchise? But I am looking forward to Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
I always look
because
forward to
the Fast and Furious movies are stupid fun.
But here's the thing. Those movies are almost 20 years old. Yeah. And we didn't talk about this on mic. We talked about this off mic.
Mm-hmm.
If you would have went back in time and told us that, okay, the first Fast and Furious is about a street racer and an undercover cop, and that's just the plot of this movie.
Yes,
if you had told us, like,
they turn
into fucking Marvel characters where they can do
with cars
shit, I'd have been like, what?
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, you know that guy right there, Dom? Yeah, he jumps out of a building with no parachute.
Dom fucking survives a head-on collision with Jason Statham Snatch.
Yes.
And they both walk away like, what? What the fuck is going on?
Oh, and Tyrese tangles a tank with like tripwire. Stupid shit like, Ludacris is the science guy.
Yeah, he's a tech guy.
He's a tech guy.
Oh, and in one movie, they take their cars in a big ass fucking plane, and they just drop them, and they fly
But yeah,
and none of them die. I'm like,
no one
get the
dies,
fuck out of here.
and they land on the empty road safely. Stunt coordination by
Oh.
duty.
Oh, you know The Rock? He's going to play a big part in Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
He's going to have a scene where he broke his arm,
And
but just because the plot called for it,
he breaks
he breaks out of his cast. He just flexes and his cast breaks.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah,
what is going on with
remember the
this
Scorpion
movie?
King? Yeah, he's gonna wield a Gatling gun.
So there's not too many places you can go with this movie.
No, you can only
Other than fucking
space.
Transformers.
That's
the other thing. That's the other thing.
What?
I was on, speaking of Joe Blow,
Yeah.
that was one of the rumors is that Fast and Furious are going out in space.
They have to.
Going out in space. I'm like,
They have
why
to.
not?
They gotta
why the
go.
fuck not?
They gotta go on an international
because
space station.
They did everything on land you could possibly think of.
No, this is what's gonna happen, right? They go into space to tangle a problem, right? And I swear, if this prediction comes true, I need to write movies. So they're gonna go to space, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the threat is so far spread in the world that they're each individually gonna have to space drop into their respective country to deal with said problem. So it's like, Tom, we need you in China. It's gonna be like Centurions where they beam down,
Wow.
but they're gonna airdrop the car,
Or,
and you're gonna have planetary reentry with like a Hummer.
Or they just remake Armageddon all over again.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, and the drill is just like some souped up streetcar in space.
With drills
with
on
a
the
drill
wheel.
bit on the hood.
Rims. The drill bits on the spinning rims.
I don't know, man. I don't know where you go with this franchise at this point, but I'm gonna see how I'm Shaw because
of course,
because I've seen all the rest of them and they're just goofy as shit.
Yes,
and we're gonna have drinks because you need drinks, or at least.
I'm gonna review it because I'm watching it twice. I'm gonna watch it one with the SL, and once with you because I'm sure you're gonna get it. And
yeah,
and
that comes out. It might even be there with the man in the black SUV on Friday.
That's really a Megatron.
I'm just like, then it's like, I see you want Fast and Furious, and once upon a time in Hollywood. Oh, you a Decepticon? Wait, you have the Decepticon symbol on your shoulder. Danger, danger, danger.
And on that note,
Transformers will continue.
But not this show.
Sponsored by Mr. T Cereal. All right, we're gonna get the fuck out of here. Thank you so much for chilling out with us for another week. I've been Alan One. He's been Brother C. We've been to Geeks From Apartment 2. We'll see you next week. And as always, keep the door open for you.
Deuces.
Laters.
Laserbeak.
Laserbeak. Laserbeak, take these two Negroes out.